Alright, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahawah, Sham, Yahawah, Qadash.
We'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. We'd like to say Shalom to the elect that teach word in all true faith and sincerity. And once again, we're back at it to prophesy the downfall of America, man. And what else could we really supposed to do? Because it is a commandment to prophesy against Mount Seir. Matter of fact, I'm about to get that Ezekiel the 35th chapter, as well as 2nd and 9th chapter, because this was the appointed time where these certain sayings was going to take place, man. You know, what you got, right?
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir.
See, so it says, set thy face against Mount Seir. So, yeah, this doctrine, when it's presented, of course we're going to bring up the so-called white man. You know, because ultimately it's his time of judgment, man. You know, matter of fact, get Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1. Start at verse 7.
It's Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, and verse 7. For the Spirit of the Lord filleth the world, and that which containeth all things have knowledge of the voice.
So that's this word talks about the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord filling the earth, as the waters cover the sea. So you seeing this word being put forth because it's a certain event that's about to take place on the earth, man. You got it out.
Therefore, he that speaketh unrighteous things cannot be hid.
See, so as you can see, as this wisdom come forth, you know, this light comes on the planet Earth, automatically show you that the wicked, he that speaks unrighteous things, is going to be singled out. That's why I say he's not going to be hid. You got it?
Neither shall vengeance, when it punisheth, pass by him.
So then, what else could we talk about but the time of this man and his judgment, man? You know, because this is the time of judgment for this devil, man. You know? So yeah, we prophesying against Mount Seir because this is the appointed time. You know, Esau, he's really set up for end time prophecy, man. You know?
And that's heavy. I got that word, Seir. Scripture says, set thy face against Mount Seir. Check this out. It says, apparently also called Mount Seir, and extending most of the distance of the mountain range itself. Right? So the distance, that's the far end of the mountain range. You know, you have a range of mountains. The far distance, the end of the mountains, right? That's America. That's the throne of Esau.
From Greece to America.
Yeah, from Greece to America. Yeah, I'll read that again. It says, apparently also called Mount Seir, and extending most of the distance of the mountain range itself.
You've been in power for such a long time, even time-wise and also physical-wise, all the way over there in Europe, all the way extended over here to America.
If I may, even going to them legs, you know,
Right.
pretty much that, really the bottom half of the statue, you know?
The toes, that's the end. Your feet is the end. That's why your head is the head. Head goes in the first. So that's the beginning, your head. Bottom of your body is the end. Right?
In the beginning, Rawchaa
Rawchaa, yeah.
means head.
The head. Yeah. The headings, yeah. So that's like a timeline. That's like a timeline. The body of Esau, his body of work. What's that? Revelation the 13th chapter. It says the end of the feet of it is at the back. So the end of Esau and his presence will be ended by Russia. We already know what's going on right there, tension with Russia right now.
I got some. Just going back on, you know, this word being pushed forth and this devil being revealed. Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places.
And if I may, and as you mentioned, when you read verse 7, really, I think chapter 48, 49, all those were death threats to the other nations. You know, but when you start verse 7, this is concerning Edom and how his downfall, man. Read it again, huh?
Come. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself.
So this is how Yahawah Sham is getting his devil. And that show as well, that's Cain too in the spirit. Because who was driven to not being found out? That was the only nation, that was. This man put a lot of resources to not being found out who he is. Even though to this day, you got somebody who's ruled the world. At best, they might tell you white. Depending on what region you at. But on all levels, this devil is making us, put a lot of time to not, you find out who he is, man.
That gross darkness, it's covering all over the earth. They change the names of these certain nations.
Covering cast. That was Esau did. He put a covering cast on all nations, mainly to hide himself.
Right.
Because if you think the so-called natives, especially Reuben, you would call them the red man. So that eliminates Esau from being whom the Bible speaks of as he came out red as a hairy garment. So you would throw that on the natives, which is a covering cast. So now that covering cast has been lifted because the scripture said it was going to be lifted. All right, which that comes by that light to eliminate that gross darkness.
Yeah, if you don't know who you are, you can't tell me who I am.
That's it.
That was ingenious.
It was.
Boy, I did that so I could feel biblical prophecy. I want to make a quick point the brother was going into. That red man thing. The Spirit of the Lord, truth is having this free course in the planet Earth. The Washington Redskins, they took that name. Right? The Lord took that name from off of Washington. And was it the winning of the Washington game where that angel showed up?
Yeah, it was.
And the Lord was stirring things up, man. Right? Because Washington, Washington heavy, man. That's good. One of those three frogs. That's the military. That's Esau's strong suit. His go-to, right, is his military, which is his sword. That's why I believe it was in 1938. It was UFOs over Washington D.C. They came and they was all hovering over Washington D.C. Why? I believe they called it the invasion of D.C. You can look it up. And why? It wasn't random. Like the UFOs was they explored. They was exploring this heavens. They said, "Oh, Earth. This looks habitable." That was right. That's how the devil's attention to you. And they said, "Oh, Washington. I like this." They was drawn to hover over Washington because of how it was built.
Roman structure.
Right. But yeah, back to that redskin thing. The Lord, that was strategic. The Lord took that, stripping it. That was one of the coverings. That was like a cloak, one of the many cloaks he had. The Lord stripped. That was one of the cloaks that he used to cover himself. Because if I say you the redskin, now you got to figure that out. You got to untie that knot. And while you wasting time with that, I'm ruling the world.
Right. That's heavy. You said concerning the Redskins, but now they not the Commanders.
Commanders, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
They being revealed.
Yeah. Revealed, yeah. That's revealed, yeah. That's what you really are.
Right.
Commanding chief.
That's the seat of all military power throughout the world.
Right.
Because America is like a government for, it's like a police state for the world.
Right.
They're over there in East Asia, Europe, Africa.
That's it. Yeah. Hammer the earth.
Hammer the earth.
Yeah.
So that stage is already set. And then I believe it's on London for the finance and the Vatican for religion.
I'm gonna finish it off. It says his seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. And that's gonna eventually be the fate of Esau, man. He's not gonna be here anymore, man. Shouldn't say it's gonna say, where is he?
Psalm 7 and 13, it says, he hath also prepared for him an instrument, Slakia. He also have prepared for him the instruments of death, he ordaineth his arrows against the persecutors. It says, behold, he traveleth with iniquity and have conceived mischief and brought forth falsehood. Speaking of Esau, man. Yep.
Saying when
So, hey, speaking of Esau, man, everything like Galatians 6 and 7 say, man, things that you have done shall be done unto you. It says, he hath made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made.
Who is this he? Why the scriptures is emphasizing the offender? Because that's all what scriptures is doing. Who is this he? Right? And it's a conflict of interest right there, because according to Christianity, you have to concede to it being the devil. You got to at this point. So, right, that's what you're saying it is, right? But, okay, that pit he did, is that hell? I mean, what's going on?
Right.
And he fell in it himself. He created hell. Well, some nigga take that and try to run with that, because that's like, outlet. The Lord probably put it on me to put that out there. A nigga take that, and that'll be a crazy doctrine. To get that precept. I'm gonna show you what hell at. I'm gonna show you who digged out hell.
You read it
Why he
again?
that? If I may, right, that's a good question to ask. When was hell created? Because the scripture goes into the creation. Yeah. When?
Fifth day, he made a big crater,
Right.
filled it with fire.
The Lord gonna keep that a secret. Like, I'm gonna expound on the creation from the mountains and rivers and ravines and lakes and creepy crawling things, fowls of the air, all that. I'm gonna go into that in detail, but I'm gonna leave hell out. Right? And then, okay, now so hell must have been created on the fly then. Right, see what I'm saying? Well, we got to go through, we got to deal with logic. So now you might say, well, hold up, the war in heaven and the angels, they got into it. So the Lord thumping with, right? Him and his angels fighting. There's a crawl.
Right.
And the Lord on the fly created hell and banished them. Yeah.
Just like his fatality.
Right.
Right.
I'm read it again.
It's distortion, man. And it takes away from the real corporate. That's an example. You trying to unravel a knot. You wasting time worried about that, man. When the nigga running circles around you, Esau. I mean, that's the only biblical illustration I can give you. When you untie that knot, it
you ain't
requires
about
everything.
none else. You ain't
Head
paying
down.
attention to none else.
Nigga walking by you, go in your pocket and shit.
You like this.
Yeah.
Pan you down. It says, read it again, Psalm 7 and 15. He made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. It says, his mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his his own page.
Come on, man.
So everything that he have put forth, all right, such as the sword, which we spoke about that a couple of weeks ago. He was given a curse. See, that's how Yahawashi is now, man. He was given a curse, man, which is the sword. Yahawashi told Peter, if I'm not mistaken, if you live by the sword, you're gonna die by the sword, right? So, hey, that applies to the one that was given the sword.
Yeah.
He was reminding Esau.
If I may talk about that Revelation 13,
That's it.
he must be
That's it.
killed.
He must be killed.
Mandatory.
Yeah. And that go all the way back to Genesis, what's that? Genesis 27?
One more. Psalm 7 and 17. I will praise the Lord, Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi, according to his righteousness. And that's righteousness. By repaying Esau, man. For what you've done to us, what you've done to the earth, so forth and so on. We'll be here till the missiles come talking about the iniquity of Esau, because iniquity means what? You laden with sin. Sin on top of sin on top of sin on top of sin.
God damn, you got by with the gay shit. Now you want to take it a step further. We got to acknowledge it now.
Yes.
And, like, why, bro? The scriptures say he's what's the Habakkuk?
On your
He's unsatisfied. Right.
desires is
Right. It's a desire.
Soul which is lifted up.
Yep.
Yep,
Right.
with it is right. That's it. That's it.
He's not satisfied. He heaped unto himself more. He's just that greedy. Oh, what's the scripture? Matter of fact, can we get that?
I'm actually holding it.
Oh, come on. Yeah, come on. Then we get that one too.
Yep.
The water.
To go straight to the point, it says Habakkuk 2 and 9. It says, "Woe to him that coveteth evil." It's like he coveteth an evil. Coveteth.
What verse is
Like
it?
9. I might need to start up. Oh, increase it that which is not his.
Okay.
Oh, you want? Okay, 4. Okay. Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul,
Yep.
which is lifted up, is not upright in him.
Right, and there's another, that poses a worthy question. If you're serious about the Bible, you should want to know, who is this he? Who is that he right there? See? Because now, again, Christianity got to concede to that being the devil, according to your doctrine. See, and if that's the case, then now, why the Lord's attention is on this guy? Right? If you don't say it's the devil, you say, no, that's not the devil. Why the Lord didn't? Look, it would seem to me if you're gonna, if your final fate is you're gonna burn forever, that's who the prophets would have been warning you about. That's who King David would have been exhausting his energy. When you read the Psalms, King David is speaking about his enemies. Right? Why didn't he take the time out to warn you of the devil who waiting to possess, torment your soul forever and ever, man? That contributes to the madness of Christianity. And they always got a smirk, you know, they look like they punch drunk. We ain't dealing with, Christians. Yeah, you see that? That's the spirit. That's the spirit right here. Yeah, spiders, and yeah, you see that? The King's Palace, and that represents oil too.
Yep. Yep. Move over there.
Yep, that represents the oil. Oh, wow. Oh, and that changed real quick. And so it went to the thigh. And man, hey, look, bro, we are part of something very special. You know what I mean? Yeah, real talk. You see that? You see that? It happened like that, man. Wow, you got that? It would have been beautiful if you could have got the first one too. You got it? Select.
Yeah, same thing that was over Babylon.
Exact same thing, man.
It says with the moon, right?
Yep.
It says Habakkuk 2 and 4. It says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him."
Oh, it talks about that also in Genesis 3. Not Genesis 3. It might be Genesis. We're talking about sin is shall be unto his desire concerning. Was that Cain? I think it's Genesis 3. It's talking about sin shall be unto his desire, something like that. Like self.
That shall rule over him.
Yes, it said. Oh no,
Is
slide.
it
I think it's Genesis 4.
Yep,
Try
4.
4 and 7 slide.
Now you know what? Y'all brothers opening up something else, man. Well, you know what? If I may argue, this is Yahawah. This is the business of the Lord, man. Because you notice the brother came out. He went into Ezekiel 35, right? He said, "Thy face against Mount Seir." And where the Spirit lived. To Genesis the 4th chapter, man. We didn't sit around and conjure this up before we started. We just moving in the Spirit. You can feel it. You know what I mean? That's the Lord stirring this thing up. It's brewing up like the apostles. He's always going to throw that fire. Fire start kindling and kindling. But that's the Spirit, man. The brother opened up in Ezekiel the 35th chapter. The Lord commanded us, instructed us to set our face against Mount Seir. Right? And here we are. In Genesis before the chapter. Not to mention you had the signs in the heavens with the eye and the thigh right there. Perfect. It was perfect.
That way,
Right.
back here, right in our face.
Means the beginning and end.
The beginning and the end.
And we are back in
Wow.
Genesis.
You mentioned that earlier, the heading, you know. If it would have been turned another way.
So, yeah, that's true.
It could have been turned another way. You're facing the perfect way for it to resonate with us.
There was a time when the writings was on the wall, and they incorporated the downfall of Babylon. They said, Nimi, take. What is that?
Oh, yeah.
You parsing. And I mean, the name.
Try to weigh the balance.
Say it again, now.
They try to weigh
Weigh
the
the
balance.
balance.
Yeah, try to weigh the balance. Yep.
Like the days are numbered.
Found one.
They found one.
Found one. Gotta be dealing with America, man. Spiritual, you know what I mean? This place is one. One time. Was that, if I'm not mistaken, was that the one time aspect?
One thing.
Yeah, I think it was one team like lacking or something.
Okay,
Yeah,
lacking, okay.
lacking.
Yep.
It's lacking morals. It's lacking
Right,
integrity.
right. It don't, it's like it don't weigh up. That's why it's, that's why I say,
Lacking. Yep.
it don't weigh up. So I expect you to be on the balance scale, you can weigh up a certain way. You know?
Something gotta give.
Yeah, it started like 6.
It's going to be.
This Genesis 4 and 6.
Matter of fact, started at 5 o'clock.
All right. Genesis 4 and 5 says, but unto Cain and to his offering he had no respect. He had not respect.
So going back, it was a time to, give offerings to the Lord, Rawchaa. And they was already given the proper instructions on what to sacrifice.
Right.
But as you can see, Cain was given he was trying to take
Let's
a
come us
shortcut.
out.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys.
Let's come us out, man.
Huh?
Okay.
Okay.
What's
All
up,
right, you
gang?
good?
Why?
Oh,
yeah.
a phone. Oh, that's a.
Y'all see that spider web?
Is that a
that's
phone?
it.
Yeah.
What living ass stone, man? Man, it's crazy, man.
With that stone.
That was Cain, man.
I said, well, that's coming down.
Vagabond.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's coming down. Yeah, he stumbled over a stone. That stone don't supposed to be there, man. That's a little pebble, man. Come on, man. Because the pebble is saying, look, it ain't that. It really should be that.
Yeah, exactly.
Good.
He did.
Right? Because you would say, hold up, it was that, but the pebble is there.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what
Flip
you
the-
crown.
Come on, man. That's bad, bro. Because you would concede to it had to be
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. I was living on the
And
sidewalk.
that one was out there.
But it was a stone.
Right? But why is a stone right
Yeah.
there? No,
I'm looking right at it. It was the stone
And it
that
wasn't
did
the
it.
stone.
It was the stone that
The
did it.
stone came out of nowhere.
You found one.
Just found one right there. That's imbalance right there. And you can't tell me that wasn't Esau, man.
Man.
That was straight up Esau right
Yeah, that was the same one I told y'all earlier.
Oh, you talking about that mother? Yeah.
Yeah, that was it, right?
Oh, wow. It came out of nowhere when we were speaking.
Good.
Right? You saw that? Cain looked like the ultimate, right,
Friendly guy.
Amalekite. He would look like, you know, that's what he looked like. He looked like an Amalekite from the ancient world that teleported. And he came off like a vagabond. It was like,
Just got to get bandaged.
yeah.
Disappeared.
Like he was,
there. Precept. I got precept. Same chapter.
Oh, yeah, you got to
Con, this is on Genesis 4 and 13. And Cain said unto the Lord, my precept is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid. And I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. Yeah, that's how he was looking. You know? Yeah, that encapsulated what we just saw bad, you know. Now, you know, as long as we've been out here, it's been in the spirit. The Lord been bringing out different points.
Right.
You know, through the spirit you can receive it, bringing out different points about Babylon. This being the end, you know, this being the end of the thing. God's still up, hanging in the air, and it's hanging in what's Esau's, how they make those chemtrails.
Yeah.
It's hanging in the air in chemtrails. It's a thought. The thought's the answer. Yeah, it's perfect. So we understand. You know, the Lord made a thought over the entire U.S.
Right.
With that moon phase. And it stands for the end symbolic. Cain was the fugitive in the vagabond. Fugitive means you're running from judgment.
Right.
And so all the things that he hid all this information. And even when you tap into this information, you become a part of his list. Now you on a red list all of a sudden. Right? Now the FBI is looking for you because you typed in Hebrew Israelites, is this the truth? Now you gotta openly condemn it, like the Anton Daniel guy. You gotta openly condemn this truth just so Esau can ease off. But the truth is that, hey, the Lord got this place, Babylon, lined up for destruction. I'm gonna go back.
Hey, Papa Shah, jump to verse 16 real quick. Just a quick point on that vagabond.
Genesis 4 and 16. And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod on the east of Eden.
As if we saying that in perfection, you know, this devil, he don't want to let you know of his origins. You know, so that's why, you know, they're not going to wandering. So that's why this nigga got all these extra addresses. He's Swedish, he's German, Russian. You know, he's really an Edomite. Or it talks about that, who shall trust a man?
I was thinking about this all the time. Somebody can get that? Who trusts a man? Yeah, and also too, to add to the brother's point, the fugitive and vagabond perspective, remember, back in Ezekiel, right? Scripture say what? Blood shall pursue thee. When you consider a fugitive, right? When they're tracked, when they're identified and targeted, what usually happens? Because the fugitive don't just give it up. Just like he's not going to just concede to us being right. All right, come and take us in chains. No, he's not going to do that. What's going to be his reaction? He's going to flee. He's going to flee from justice. That's why the scripture say, blood shall pursue thee. That's why you hear that saying, hot pursuit. Right? You have the long arm of the law. Right? After the fugitive, you get the call over the radio. We're in hot pursuit of the fugitive. So justice is pursuing evil. Because why? He's running from it. And like the brother said, that's why this guy got all these different addresses. You can't really get a beat. Hold up, I thought there was Russians. I thought there was Swedish. No, they're all Edomites. And they pretty much hide behind those various uniforms. They come, you got water. Y'all got it.
Matter of fact, there was an article that came out where the International Community Court, whatever it's called, the court that is international, they condemned Amalek, and Amalek found a way to persecute the lady who was in charge of that.
Damn.
Yeah. So now they finally they made sure America pulled back money from the International Community Court because they condemned Israel, the state of Israel, for bombing those children over there in Gaza. Man, they bombing kids every day over there. Yep. So going back and
Sirach chapter 36 and verse 26. Who will trust a thief well appointed, that skipper from city to city?
And who else can really line up with that scripture but the so-called white man, that thief well appointed? He is that. Who appointed him as that thief? The Lord did, man. You know, it talks about that also in Obadiah. If thieves come to thee by night.
Right.
It's this devil, man. And it said that skipping from city to city. Like, this nigga got embassies everywhere. You know?
Yep.
You got it out.
So who will believe a man that have no house, and larger wheresoever the night taketh him?
Hey, just saying that. Read that last part again.
And larger wheresoever the night taketh him.
And you see, the night have taken him to the ends of the earth. In America, Babylon the Great. You know? That's this devil, man. The so-called white man. What other nation can match that scripture, man? You look at the history of this man, he lines up with that.
And the scripture says you can't trust him. So that would mean he'll be making advances as the serpent did Eve to try to snare you. But you can't trust him because where you live at.
Right, that's true.
they even ask you, you got to put your address, try to get a loan, anything you got to put your address on it. I got to know how to be able to track you. I got to, see, you know, who would trust a guy? Different uniforms. You come under the banner of this nation, that nation. He even said he was the Egyptians. Right? Yeah.
We got a briefcase full of
Visas.
IDs. Yeah.
Oh yeah. When he
Passports.
yeah, he got caught with everybody ID.
Everybody ID.
That's right there. He can't. But you can't sit down and you can't make that right at that point.
Good.
Right?
Good.
Oh, that ultimate squatter.
Oh yeah.
Squatter
The
right.
ultimate squad.
Ain't going nowhere.
Ultimate squad. Right on.
They actually started that squad and shit.
That's why they got sympathy.
This house is
Right.
Native.
Yeah, they give you a pass on this. They got legislation to relieve the squatter himself. Yeah, you come to your house squatter and your shit, the squatter got more rights than you. He like, man, get out of here, man. I'm gonna call the police. Get out of here.
Legislation.
Right. And that's because of E, man. Because he did that back in 18, was it like the 1830 with Andrew Jackson and the Indian Removal Act. As they slowly moved toward west, they you come. It was nothing for you to come on your land. And you see a band of Edomites squatting, and they'd be like miles away. And then each day they get closer and closer, man. And they actually said they felt that it was them, which it was really biblical prophecy. But they said they felt when you go into the Indian Removal Act, when you go into the nuances of it, it was based upon them feeling like they deserved the land more than the neighbors.
Like
Fucking devil, man.
manifest destiny.
Manifest destiny, beautiful. And that's what this is. This manifest destiny. Cool. You can lean on that, right? Well, what about us taking you into slavery? That's manifest destiny. Because it's biblical prophecy.
I got something. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
And then, you know, it's going to be a later date, point in time, when the wicked was going to be revealed.
Which is the dread of Cain. Matter of fact, let's bounce off that. If somebody who did it, you still hold it. Who else should find me?
Oh, yeah.
I think it was 17, 14.
Genesis 4 and 14. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth.
That's Cain speaking. That's how the guy was moving. The guy was like he was driven away from something. Right. So get out of here.
And from the face shall I be hid, and from thy face shall I be hid. And thou shalt be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me.
See, everyone that findeth me. So that was his worst fear. Now let's fast forward back here.
Come. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. And then shall that wicked be
So
revealed.
out of all those generations, now we're in a time when that wicked is being revealed. And that's his worst fear. Well,
Come.
Right, and that lets you know that we're at the end of this man's kingdom.
right.
Because that was his power structure. To be able to put forth actions and nobody could have him accountable or point the finger and say, yeah, you did it. That's why King David said, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
Right.
It's like, come. It says, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy.
That's the process, man. That's why you get these emails. They threatening you to not continue to speak on the Bible. Or the video me and Brother Barack did, we was actually getting on Jake, but it was a point in the video where we featured the Pride Parade in Philly. So that set off an algorithm, and it provoked Esau to take the video down. I mean, hey, I was glad they didn't suspend the channel, but they just took it down. But that's one of many examples of this man and his attempts to somehow muzzle the word and stop the momentum of prophecy going. Why? Because the mouthpiece of the Lord is consuming this devil. He don't give a damn about that African, that community bullshit, man. Yeah. Yeah, even funny.
That's true.
They'll get a grant. You can get a grant, you know. We want to open up a gym. Oh, like the guy from the Locks, he opened up a monkey bars. You hear about that? The workout styles. Yeah, he set up in the neighborhood, you know. But that's really like just to keep you in the hood. That's just to keep you in, yeah.
That's what they did during the time of Greece. Open up them gyms.
Yeah.
Naked.
Wow.
Gymnos means naked in the Greek.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's just like at the zoo, you know. You lock up a monkey in the zoo, then what you do, you set up the backdrop. You put him in his natural habitat, so now you got trees to swing from. That's pretty much what they do for you niggas. They'll open up a rec center. They give you nigga a basketball court. You know what I mean? Yeah, the U.S. government will invest in it. They won't stop that. But they not gonna agree. Yeah, they not gonna support this at all. They're not gonna see us on TV. They're trying to figure out a way to do it, and eventually they're gonna get around to plastering our face on TV and demonizing the church. Remember, Herod stretched forth his hand toward the church. Right, but right now they're like, man, if we put them out there, man, you know. Yeah. Yep, Nero. Yep, Con, you got it.
Con. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
That's the result of destruction. You got it, brother.
That's it. That's chronological order. You know?
That's it.
The word being pushed forth,
That's it, bro.
and then the destruction coming. The Lord said he's going to utter his voice before his army.
That's it.
You know?
Oh, that's why Cain said what he said. Whosoever shall find me shall slay. That's the chronological order. You find who Cain is, and that is begin the stars of his end. Yeah. The clock started ticking on him being slain.
If I may jump up on it, as you mentioned, said, before that great day, he turned Yahawashi, he said, he fallen away, and that man is sin.
Second Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come.
And that day is deciding the return of Yahawashi, man. What's what happened at the end? You got it?
Because except it's like and that man of sin be revealed.
So it says it's going to be a falling away first. We had 70 AD. Driven forth out our land. We came over here to the west. And now we in that restoration part. Us being coming back together, Ezekiel 37. As well as that man and sin being revealed. All these things happen simultaneously. You know, as we, you know, the Lord put the skin on us, covering. Esau is really being stripped apart and being made naked, you know. What you got, bro?
Because, like it says, except the coming falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
See, the son of perdition, because, oh, that's his fate. It's destruction, man. You know, but as you can see, this is concerning biblical prophecy. He will be revealed first, and ultimately, then he will be indicted on his charges. You know, what you got, bro?
Add some real quick. They said the son of perdition. Like you said, that's going to be his fate because read in Psalm 7, your mischief shall return upon your own head. So if you're the son of perdition, everything you've done is going to come back unto you, man. What is that, Revelation? As they have lived in luxury, they're going to get the same in turmoil, roughly paraphrasing.
Yeah, and you got two sons, right? You got Jacob, you got Esau. One son is the son that's going to receive prosperity, kingdom. And that means that leaves the other son, because the Lord is a power of balance. That's right. So if one son receives inheritance, the other son's inheritance is destruction. He's going to inherit destruction. Proverbs, the 10th chapter, speaks about the desires of, matter of fact, you get a precept, somebody gets Proverbs 10, and I believe it's that 26. Matter of fact, start at around the 24th verse.
Real quick, just going back to what you said, his inheritance is really destruction. This is Malachi 1, I started verse 3. It says, and I hated Esau and laid his heritage, like and laid his mountains.
Hey, they go to another part of that balance, like the elder just said. He hated Esau, but it's another race of people that he loved, which was his people, the Israelites. Go ahead, bro.
And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. And if I may, that just going back ultimately to the source of America. You know, when the Lord get through with it, it's going to be a desert to where only it's going to be a desert where unclean creatures dwell. When you read Isaiah 34, Revelation 18 for an example, that's really Esau's inheritance. You know, that's really his inheritance, the destruction of America. You know,
Because that's what he sold destruction. So he gonna reap the same. You know? Ultimately, when you consider sons, when you go into if you're a traditionalist, then you know the importance of a son, because he's the one that received inheritance. It's all messed up now with this matriarch. Everything is all messed up under Esau. But really, the central focus of a man continuing, and his legacy is passed down to his sons. So in this case, you got these two sons that came. These two sons are so heavy, they so extreme. One of them is far wicked, and the other one is righteous. The scripture speaks about one was of the tent and one was of the field. That's two extremes. I'm in the house and you outside. Right? That's two extremes right there. But they can only come from Isaac. Let's show you how heavy Isaac is. Isaac was the only one who could produce that perfection. But you got, what's that, Isaiah 45? I'm the Lord. I create darkness and light. That even goes back to Jacob and Esau. Yeah, one lump, yeah. I create darkness and light. That only can come from this balanced power. See? But him being an ancient king, he's going to give both of them an inheritance. And one of them will be inherited with life and prosperity versus the other one who will be inherited with World War III.
this is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 15, verse 7. It says, for the potter, tempering soft earth, fashion of every vessel with much labor for our service. Yeah, of the same clay, he maketh both the vessels that serve for clean use.
That's right, at the same look, man. So just like out of Yahawashi, man, out of Isaac, came the vessels of use. Go ahead.
It says, and likewise also all such as serve to the contrary. But what is the use of either sort? The potter himself is done.
Right, the potter himself, bro. And the potter being the Lord who shapes and fashions everything. But he made from that one lump, right? Vessels of honor, vessels that's going to be elevated, exalted, revered, honored. But on the other hand, you're going to have vessels that's going to be despised, they're going to be brought low. And that's Esau, man. The cut, so, okay, cut.
Proverbs.
Hey, what you might want to do is just manually do it. And then when, then you can fall back. Just don't let it overheat, you know what I'm saying? Right here when you, what we get? Yep, okay, good. Yep, the what, huh? On the wall. Yep, you got that with that.
This is Proverbs chapter 10 and verse 27. The fear of the Lord prolongeth days.
Right, the fear of the Lord. It prolongeth days. And what's the fear of the Lord? Let's get that real quick. Yep, survival. I think it's 1:18.
Book of Ecclesiastes Sirach 1 and 18. The fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom,
It's a crown of wisdom, boy.
making peace and perfect health to flourish.
Yeah, what's peace? That's rulership. Perfect health, that's the kingdom of heaven. The immortality that comes with it. And this is not for average Israelites. That's why we don't go to the community. How can we expound on things such as immortality, man? You know, because the deepest a nigga get when it comes to the Bible is speaking in tongues, you know. Crazy. Go ahead. Yeah. Well, I saw a video of niggas said how to know when somebody's really speaking in tongues. Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
What was the answer?
Yeah, I didn't even watch it. It was a regular Jake. Jake in his early 20s, man. The only thing he was missing was a headset.
Right.
You know the nigga a gamer.
This is what you
See,
say.
in this lifetime, everybody can act out their fantasy.
Right.
God, it says, Sirach, Ecclesiastes 1 and 18, it reads, the fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom, making peace and perfect health to flourish,
Uh-huh.
both which are the gifts of the Most High, and it enlargeth their rejoicing that love him.
Now remember, when you go back to Jacob, scripture say what? Through subtlety, Jacob took the birthright. See? And that blessing being prosperity, which goes into rulership, which links back to Solomon as Isaac. What he said was Misalaki Yahawashi as Solomon, which is Isaac. He said, if thou delight be in thrones and scepters, honor ye wisdom. See? So now let's go back to this,
Proverbs 10 and 27. The fear of the Lord prolongeth days.
which is this truth. Wisdom. The fear of the Lord is wisdom. But it went prolonging days. What's that going into? The kingdom of heaven. Because it'll be a perpetual reign. Right? Go ahead.
But the years of the wicked shall be shortened.
See, but the years of the wicked shall be short. And that goes back to Jacob and Esau. And their inheritance. Because why wasn't it 4 different choices? It was just 2. It was either, you know, the ones who are going to receive their days to be prolonged versus those who will be shortened. And remember what Yahawashi said, at least those days be shortened. It's not the days shortened now. Esau's reign is like this, man. We back out here again. It seemed like just yesterday we was up here at the camp. See, the days going quicker.
They already in trouble.
Yeah. See, and that's why it's a heavy emphasis on time, right? Everybody on the clock. Everything warp speed, you know. That's how it is when you commit a robbery. Right? But that was Yahawashi said, the thief. Yeah, go on and say, you commit a robbery, you're not in there chilling. The whole setting is that of a rush.
Good.
Right?
God,
So when you're
God.
doing something wrong, you're looking over your shoulder, you know? But you're so answer about up here, man. Right? Because like you trying to get somewhere, you know?
Rush ain't nothing but a short time.
Yeah. Oh, the scripture say he shall come out, what's that, Revelation? Is it Revelation 20?
Oh yeah, that little season.
Yeah, that little season. See? So this man on the clock. So that was it on that list. More than you want to get? Okay, come on.
It says, the hope of the righteous shall be gladness, but the expectation of the wicked shall perish.
Come on, man.
I mean, the outlook of Esau gonna be done away with, man. They think they're gonna continue to rule. You know, scripture say that the houses shall continue to ever, but the Lord's getting ready to throw this devil down. You know, that's why they know they on the clock, man. They gonna come down with great wrath eventually, because they know that they have but a short time, man. You know, and he know his days are numbered when the prophets came out, man. You know, that was the part of him being revealed. His wisdom being taken away, you know?
I got something real quick. The book of Job, 7 and 1. Is there not an appointed time to man upon earth? are not his days also like the days of an harlot? So if I may, it says upon a time upon a man upon the earth. You can say, of course, you might say an individual, but it's even concerning kingdoms. Because Yahawah Shai have already numbered and measured the times of these kingdoms and empires that had came and went. Even look at Daniel, the 7th chapter, the 2nd chapter, going to them kingdoms. Lord already gave Daniel to understand on who's going to come after the next one. You know, even like the last was the longest part of the Bible to show you it was going to be the longest run. You know, but it says his days are like a harlot because ultimately this devil was he was put on for biblical prophecy, man. It talks about what's that, Revelation the 6th chapter. He was given power to take peace from the earth. You know, so that's it. Joel 9:24. The earth was given into the hand of the wicked.
Right.
Because you know you gotta have the sword. You know, Esau, Lord said World War III is going to take place. Well, you gotta have a certain player for that. You know, wickedness to sprinkle in its perfection at its height. You gotta have that certain vessel for that, man. The Lord have put this devil in power to express these certain things for biblical prophecy to happen, man. You know, but now it's old because like a hireling, you hire for that job.
That's it.
Once you done, that's it.
That's it.
They serve it.
That's it.
You discard. Oh, if I may, but what would be the modern way of saying a hireling? An employee or something, right? Stay on the clock.
That's it. That's it.
Right? They on the clock, man, because they come in their job and they got a certain time to do their job.
Tip, sir.
Right. And when you're on that clock, you feel it. You know, the clock, it provokes a reaction from you, just like a basketball game. When you had 10 minutes in the game, you was moving different. Versus, right? The clock itself provokes a reaction. Now you got 45 seconds and you down. It's gonna be a sense of urgency. Everybody get to the line quicker, everybody moving quicker. And they ain't even trying to play it off at this point. Don't you see how much, don't you see motherfucker we ain't got time there? Or what the scripture say that, knowing that he has
Short time.
Right, let's go, let's get it.
It's Job.
Right, hey, when it's what, they ain't playing it off no more. They you know they ain't got enough time,
No.
man. Okay, what you was looking for?
I got that Job 20, so I ain't got
Okay,
that.
what?
All right, cut. This Job 20 and verse 4. It says, "Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth?"
Right, and that's dealing really with rulership. Because like the brother said, yeah, you can apply it to each and every individual as touching and coming and going to men, but it's beyond that. That's why, for an example, you know what proved that? When you read Matthew the 10th chapter, man, when Yahawashi instructed his disciples, what he told them, go forth and teach all nations that the kingdom was at hand. And when you go into that word kingdom, in the Greek, it translates to power, rulership, and dominion. See, so that's really dealing with, this is the testimony of Yahawashi we're dealing with. This is concerning the big picture. The rise and fall of kingdoms and empires. Read that again.
Job 20 and verse 4. "Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short,
It's short. Go ahead.
and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment."
Right, because Esau's joy is based upon our fall. It's the tale of two sides of the coin. They join at the hip. Oh, that's the two sides again. If I take a coin, a quarter, and I flip it, right? Wherever it lands, if it lands with heads on top, by default, tails at the bottom. See? So Esau rejoiced in our fall because our fall benefited him, as well as the nations. The parable of Lazarus and the rich man. The dogs licked the sores. They benefited from the fall of Israel. See? So these devils, they got off on our fall. Remember back in Babylon, they rejoiced. Yeah,
Every nation that triumphed over us ruled the world.
right. Oh, yeah. That's beautiful, yeah. Come on.
It says, "Though his excellency mount up unto the
So
heavens."
it's going into detail. Let's talk about a particular nation. Esau's excellency, what? Read that again.
It says, "Though his excellency mount up to the heavens."
Right. This man has the ability to take flight. See? What other nation you can go into who has that capability? Like taking flight?
Right, bro.
Yeah. It started with them, right? That's how they packaged it, right, brothers? And them niggas was getting off on flight. Like, why the Lord put the spirit on, you know what I mean? You got niggas on cycles with a little, you know, trying to fly and shit. Helicopter.
That's it. That's exactly what it was.
Something there.
Oh, no, go ahead. Yeah, say that.
They stole it from a Jake. We was just talking about that. They stole it from a Jake. What was his name?
I seen it.
He's from South America, Brazil.
Brazil.
Jake, he flew years before the
Wow,
crack
you see that?
Say it loud.
The thief.
The thief. The thief. Right. Oh, well, he oppressed a man and his heritage. He patterns it, what's the whiskey?
Oh, that Uncle Jim. What the hell?
Jim,
That's
what's
not,
it?
Oh, yeah.
The famous one?
No, Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels.
Yeah, they stole
They
it.
stole that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was the one. Yeah,
Real
the
McCoy.
I
Real
forget
McCoy
the
was
name
the
of
Jake.
Oh, yeah.
Uncle Neary.
Uncle Neil. Yeah.
You ever heard of the? I know everybody heard of the store Sears.
Yeah.
Yeah, see it. Yeah.
From the beginning, it was Sears and Roebuck.
Come.
Roebuck was the Jake,
Come.
and they stole the shit from Roebuck.
Good.
Now you only see Sears. You only never not see Roebuck on that. You know.
Come.
Not enough. I think that's one of the many stores in the retail apocalypse.
Yep. So they go down.
Sears, which I believe one of them guys was on. Was that one of the guys on the Titanic? Was it Sears or Macy? I think it was
Mason.
Oh, Mason.
Mason.
Yep.
It says, yet, it's like it says, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds.
Right, that's multifold because he's proud. You ever heard the saying, your head in the clouds? That's it.
Come.
But also that head reaching in the clouds, that goes into what? Those elites. Because pretty much they're in a high place, and then they're going to try to actually, what's that, Amos? The ninth chapter? The heads of Esau are going to try to flee with the spoils. They're going to try to get away and go out into the clouds. Well,
Yet, yet he shall perish forever, like his own dung.
and who is that he? That's the thing we got to start pushing more.
That's it.
Who is the he?
Put a noun to that. Bro.
Right, yeah, because right now, you gotta, if you're a Christian, you gotta bring another bad guy in there. Because right now, the biggest man is just the devil, you know?
True.
And according to their logic, everybody can be forgiven.
Yeah.
So, if this not the devil, this guy can be forgiven. But he can't because the scripture say what? He's gonna perish like his own dog forever. So now you gotta introduce another boogeyman into it. And if you notice right, you never hear nothing about the devil. You don't hear nothing about the spiritual being saved for those who have ears. In fact, he have a solid report. He got a good report, man. That's gonna throw people off. Satan got a good report, man. Cause remember, even in is that Jude?
Oh, yeah. That railing accusation.
Right, the railing accusations. Satan didn't even dare go there. Satan said, no, you know. They said Satan, like they said Satan, that's a good report, man. Because scriptures warn you about murmuring and gossip.
Come.
And talking shit about you, you know what I mean? Because either way, Yahawashi, they said Yahawashi, he would not upbraid you. So, Satan was showing qualities of righteousness when you read Jude. When they argued over the body of Moses, man. Go ahead.
It says, they which have seen him shall say, where is he? He.
Yeah. Where McDonald's? Where's...
Right. Where these Momo?
Right.
If I may show you, it's gonna be certain spirits that's gonna transfer into that
That's South United.
Yeah, man.
I got some momos over the top. That might be the new thing.
Yeah, anything. Momo.
That's a lot. Just going back, it just shows that we have certain spirits that actually experience that life, you know, seeing this devil being in power and that transition of him being overthrown and, you know, cast out the earth.
Life without Esau.
Yeah. It's it.
That's life without
He's
So like those 9 things.
Yeah. Yep. he shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yeah, he shall be chased
Oh,
away.
now you see, once you understand the scriptures and you're able to unlock the mysteries through the Spirit, you see why Cain was so messed up. Because now it's going into detail why Cain reacted like that. Because the decree is against him. The decree is set against him. You know? That's why he said my punishment is too.
Yep.
Now you see what
Yep.
the punishment is. That punishment that is so hard to bear,
Yep.
we read it.
Yep.
He's gonna be chased out the earth. He's gonna be forgotten about. His influence. He's gonna no longer have influence over the nations. Power that's gonna be stripped from him. See? So we read now. We see why he reacted like that. Because it didn't really go into detail in Genesis the 14th. You have to have the Spirit to navigate through the rest of the scriptures and put the puzzle pieces together. Each stroke of the paintbrush give you a clear picture.
Just the heading. Now.
That's just the heading. There you go. That's beautiful. That's just the heading. That's the introduction into these two parties. And the offspring of those two is on display now. That's why you just read that the hope of the righteous shall not. Because that's all we got is hope. Here it is. We're against this machine, the beast. Woo! This nigga got military prowess. He got weapons. He got missiles. He can blow up the camps. He can send a drone and blow up camps, man.
True.
Come on,
It says, he shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yeah, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night.
right? Oh, wherever the night shall take him. And that's when the thief comes. That's when the thief, right? The Lord Yahawashi set snares in the night. He has set up, what would you, sleeper cells? That might be a good word. Give you an illustration of the prophets. The Lord put us behind enemy lines. We building a fort in the middle of this place. See? So they're gonna, hey, imagine that. You behind enemy lines and you build up a fort there. That's what Esau do. You go over other countries and build an embassy there as a haven. Because if you're in another country, you get in some trouble, you can go to that embassy for a hedge. Or even them rappers, it was some old school, I believe it was DMX. Y'all heard the story, they got kidnapped in Africa or something? Yeah, it was this king over there, this ruler over there, him and Fat Joe, one of them niggas. And they just so happened found, the guy tried to keep them so they could do the show over there. Keep them over, you know. They were pretty much kidnapped, but they made it to an embassy and they was good. Yeah. So that's what the Lord created over here. It's like an embassy, the house of David. This is a hedge where you can come for immunity. You come in here and you're good. Because them devils don't have to roll on us, man. They know these ambassadors. We speak on behalf of the heavenly kingdom.
He said that's a commandment for the king, from the kings. Touch not mine or
Anointed, yeah. They know about that order. Touch not mine, anointed. Meanwhile, they knocking off motherfuckers who make documentaries of the great state. They knocking them out because they not clear. They not ambassadors of Yahawashi. Right, what's the blood? We got pictures of these niggas, man. Oh, they ain't up there? Yeah, but we got them though, you know?
most wanted list.
Right, we saw it and we boldly proclaim that this man is the devil. We go into sensitive information, condemning him. See? Right. He know where you stay. The devil know where we live at. The devil know where you stay and watching you on the TV. Yeah. Because them TVs cheap. Like you go get your 40-inch, something $180. Ain't nothing. They want you to get that TV. Right, they watching you, and then you're gonna have that chip to turn on the TV.
Man.
Like they got the internet thing, everything's set up for you to come into this grid, come into the well, right? To lodge within the nest of Esau. See? But we broke free through the Spirit. You have something? Yeah, come on.
Obadiah 1,
Yep.
3 through 5.
Yep.
The pride of thy heart have deceived thee,
Yep.
thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rocks,
Yeah.
whose habitation is high, that saith in his
Oh,
heart,
well, you read that. Your hand reaches to the cloud.
Yep.
who shall bring me down to the
That
ground?
can be merited with that Job 20. Like I said, the pride of thine heart has deceived thee. It's one thing to be prideful and deceive other people, but when you prideful and you deceive yourself, like we always say, that's high level poison, man. So that same pride that you got, it made you a fool, man, thinking you're gonna take Yahawashi down, thinking you're gonna continue in wickedness. You're gonna keep your feet on the Lord's people's neck forever. You know, thinking that the things that you've done in the past ain't gonna come back to haunt you. Go ahead. Read it again.
The pride of thy heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rocks, whose habitation is high.
So, Mount Seir. Like you always said, even your habitation is high, man. You know, you got these skyscrapers. You know, even your homeland, Petra, was built, you know, built upon a mountain, man.
So you got pillar columns.
Got pillar columns.
Just like Washington, D.C.
I was just, and that's the spirit, because just a few days ago, I was watching one of the Wonders of the World, and they had Petra on there. They ain't gonna lie, they had Petra, man. I had to rewind it 2 or 3 times. You know what I'm saying?
That was for you to see that.
That was for me to see it. Nobody else went. You know what I'm saying? Why would they put, you know? Let's put our homeland on there. That's what they snuck in there. Let's put our homeland on there, but they didn't say it. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
That said in his heart, who shall bring me down
so
to the
this
ground?
is the mindset of Esau, man. Like you said.
No.
Who shall bring me down?
Who?
See? Why would you ask that question?
Right. Yeah, because you do got the WHO organization.
Exactly.
And we do watch all that.
Right.
Showing you that somebody at the top too. That mother to the class.
Right.
Scroll to the clouds. Somebody got to be at the top.
So it's a balance on that. So if he on, like you said with the corn, if he on top, somebody got to be on the bottom.
Israel at the bottom.
Israel at the bottom. Those the two discriminators. That's the balance. That's the two. You know.
Right. The mere fact we're in America, you're gonna always be at the bottom.
Right.
Until you back in your land. Like that, then you as long as you over here, don't give a how good of a job with your status now. The paparazzi.
That's it,
bum wrestle you got because you think you made it. No, you're in America. You at the bottom.
You in jail.
Right, you're in jail.
His face is on the money.
Social security card.
Yeah, you got a social security card.
That's it right there.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
You got a social security card.
Yeah, but they said that's what they said that movie with Eddie Murphy, Coming to America. His face is on the money.
Yeah.
He saw his face on the money, man. How you gonna stunt? As long as his face on the money.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's true. Huh?
That's true.
Yeah. Man, rude. But for how much
we gonna have our face on the money too.
Exactly.
Fool and Jake.
Yeah, you can't have our face. Remember, even Yahawashi said, he didn't say that was up. They just let you know who was power. So in the world to come, man, think about that. Man. Your face on the gold.
That's it. That's it.
2,000 years ago, he pointed that same thing out.
Yeah.
Faces on it.
It's gonna be beautiful corn.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Gold and silver corn. Go ahead, bro.
Though thou exalt thyself.
To add your point, he said, who gonna bring me down? See, the Lord, what he did, he snared you with your pride because he let you win. See, that's when you get. Remember when Eleazar? Was that Eleazar? No. Who tried to slay the elephant? That's his name. Now, the Lord let him kill. The Lord let him. Matter of fact, can we get that? The Lord built up his pride, man. The Lord let him kill on the right and the left. And that drove him to fight the elephant. So that's the same with Egypt. The Lord let this man knock down nations, topple nations, take down Israel.
Technology.
Yeah, technology. Whoa. See, the Lord did that so he can make them, so that pride can be boosted up. See? Come on, whenever you get it.
This is First Maccabees chapter 6, and I'm gonna start at verse 43. It reads, Eleazar also surnamed Sovereign, perceiving that one of the beasts armed with royal harness was higher than all the rest, and supposing that the king was upon him, put himself in jeopardy to the end he might deliver his people and get him a perpetual name. Wherefore he ran upon him courageously through the midst of the battle, slaying on the right hand and on the left.
Right, so he was slaying everybody.
Good.
So that built up his pride, man. See? Because the Lord could have easily had him get killed right then. The Lord let him get through all that so it could boost him up, you know? Go ahead.
It says, so that they were divided from him on both sides.
Right, he cleared the way. Coming through. Go ahead.
It says, which done, he crept under the elephant. And,
Under that. And that's how Yahawashi gonna go. Because remember the scripture said, matter of fact, give me that. I think that's Matthew 11:44. Go ahead.
it says, which done, he crept under the elephant and thrust him under and slew him, whereupon the elephant fell down upon him,
The elephant fell down upon him. See?
and there he died.
And there he died. Is that Matthew 11:44? Whatever this stone. Remember this stone shall fall to the Lord? It ain't that. It might not be.
Are you talking about,
Is it 21 and 44? Yeah, cut. It's a lot. Yeah.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 21, and verse 44. And whosoever shall fall on this stone shall be broken.
Right. And Esau fell upon Yahawashi. Well,
But on whomsoever it shall fall, it will grind him to powder.
see, so Yahawashi gonna come. He's gonna be an aerial, right? Return. And he's gonna fall upon Esau, man. Oh, because when you read, I think that's Second Ezra's. Is that Second Ezra 13? He goes into that war. He give you an illustration to the war of heaven. Tell you how the Lord want to grind them to powder, man. So that that's dope, you know. Right, but yeah, how how the elephant, the question, right? Eliezer, he was built up in his pride. That elephant fell upon him, you know. So yeah, the Lord don't have to really switch up the rules of engagement, you know, because the results is the same. I was going to say if you go out to fight a Niger man, don't do that because you're gonna be taken. So whenever you come up against someone higher than you, then now you put yourself in jeopardy. But the only way you're gonna do that is through pride. And the Lord, He's gonna accommodate that pride by giving you these wins. Esau been winning, man. See, he been winning. That's why when we tell him he's gonna be defeated, he can't. Scripture say what? Old king that will no longer be reproved. You don't want to hear that, because he leaned towards his blessing.
got something real quick.
Yeah, come on.
Going back,
Oh, you had the suit on, man.
so like just going back, like you said, contributing to his pride. This is Revelation 13:4. It says, and they worshiped the dragon and gave power unto the beast, and they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? And it's just going back even with the Roman Empire, it talks about going back to Daniel the 7th chapter. When the Lord showed Daniel the vision of the Roman Empire, it talks about how that beast, and what stood out was those great iron teeth, man. So that's concerning his military might. So how much more today with the technology? You know, the Lord helped build this man in such a way where it's going to come from the heavens. He's going to be taught from a power coming from the heavens. Nothing earthly you can do to overthrow Esau. The Lord set that up. He was blessed with the sword. But the one who gave him the blessing is going to take it away, man. You know?
That's why the Lord referred themselves as the evil. You can get that one too.
Kind, yep.
Real quick, let's get that one, because that's a great point. You really can't take this man down, because even the scripture says he who slayeth Cain, the Lord shall visit him sevenfold. That always happens when you go back into the slave, man. You kill an Edomite, man. That's so ass, man. And even now, those who try to look at the attempts on the life of the horse. All the time they try to take down America, what happened? They was punished severely for that. See? It's so much. Esau have to look. Nobody really want to come up against either Lord. Bible prophecy is permitting that. But outside of that, he had to fight himself. Right? He had to set up a boogeyman. You know? He'll set up a terrorist and tell him, so now $20,000, you know, get all the pocket out of Afghanistan. Ain't nobody named right now, you know. A guy climbed on my comment board on the older video, you know, you get a comment from the older video. The guy said, y'all still breaking the scripture down wrong, man. Yeah, the way he said, man, y'all constantly going off on the scriptures. Esau is not the white man. You know, what the fuck? I ain't saying shit, I just went through, I figured, went to the, yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I should have told him, yeah. Hey, go to hell, man. And leave a precept. Death in hell,
Man, even Esau know he Esau, man. What you talking about? Right. Esau know who he is, man.
Right.
He just don't want you to know that he know
Good.
who he is.
And then the nigga say, when you say, well, who is it? The nigga say the Arabs.
You know, so what? Japheth.
Oh, Japheth. With that Japheth thing, they go way back.
Right. So the so-called white man, not even Esau, but he got all this power.
Right.
And then
Scripture tell you something. I'm talking about, like the Apostle said, Job 9 and 24, man. You ain't got to do a read Job 9 and 24. And there ain't got to be no deep breakdown. Yeah, Job 9 and 24, man, said the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked.
Good.
So, like we always said, through a process of elimination, that ain't talking about the so-called Negro.
Right.
That ain't talking about the so-called African. They don't run the world. Good.
Like, back that Job, you mentioned, said, if not,
Where is he? That's it,
So
bro.
it's like, it was already,
That's it, bro.
it was an answer.
That's
Somebody
it, bro.
gave that answer
That's
to
it,
who
bro.
the wicked is.
That's it, bro.
Right.
How dare you come against that?
Yeah, man.
Right.
That's true. That's true.
What influence do these Arabs got? You know what I mean?
Right. He ain't walking around here with no Dockers on. Pocket, with the pocket with the glasses. With some sandals on, with cuffs on our pants.
With an Eddie Bauer.
Man, an Arab somewhere out there, man, to take over the world.
Right.
Well, really, they said, yeah. 96 S10s.
Definitely.
Yeah, with some old toppers on them.
On the back of the house.
Talk about that.
Somewhere open field.
Yeah.
there they go.
Yeah, there you go. That's the wicked. No. He said the earth.
Whose face on the money? Like,
Right, there it is.
There it is.
So,
And because in order for you to be an airplane pilot, you have to go through, you got to learn English, man. Really, the primary language is English. Everything else just a luxury to have, you know, the other. If you from the Middle East, your primary, if you want to be successful, your primary language got to be English. Then it's just a luxury to know that Arabic, that's just your home, your native tongue. You know, you can't talk to you like that guy. You don't want to hear the dance. Boy, got that thing. Okay, we got
Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
See that? Come on, man. Here go that balance again. Go ahead, bro.
And will yet choose Israel. And set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them.
Yeah, those are Israelites that didn't know that they were Israelites. You know, they alienated from the faith, you know. Go ahead. Those are the strangers. Go ahead.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
Like the elder said, now you gotta explain who is that them. And the people shall take them and bring them, go ahead.
And the house of Israel shall possess them, in the land of the Lord for servants
Right.
and handmaids.
So that them is Esau. Right? That's you getting back what you put out. Don't Esau have us in captivity? Whether you here for a bear, America is our captivity. Just like the officer said, who got their face on the money? So let's show you going power. Right. So if Esau is the head, right now we the tail, man. We on the bottom. Go ahead.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
See that? That's Galatians 6 and 7. What is that? Colossians 1 and I think 1 and 26. Yep. That's all we read it at the beginning of it. Psalms the 7th chapter. Yeah. Your mischief shall come down upon your own pate, man. God, go ahead,
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
Yeah, and they shall rule over their oppressors, man. Who is our oppressors right now? Esau. He ruling over you, man. And he gonna remind you. Okay, what that was, LeBron James? Nigga on this shit. They told his ass shut up and dribble that damn basketball. They gonna remind you, bro. Oh yeah, we allowed you to get to this status, but don't forget you ain't nothing but a nigga. You used to wear dog tag. You know what I'm saying? You was my property. Well, not was, but you was my property. A lot of these niggas gotta be reminded. Go ahead, bro. Cause they forget this is their captivity. Like the elder said earlier, you get your little perks, but until you put place back in your own land, you in captivity, man. You at the bottom.
Man in prosperity forget.
That's it. That's it.
Forget you.
That's it. Go ahead, bro.
And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve.
Right. That's gonna be the kingdom, man. That comes by deliverance. You know?
Just going back, what say that peace of that rest? They was starting out, Lord giving them that peace of mind by the way of their report.
That's it.
You know, giving us those the understanding of those promises.
That's it.
You know, we got something to look forward to,
Something to
man.
look forward to.
You know?
Hey, but that's a small number because when you read Isaiah the 14th chapter, we always go into it. It says, I leave with you. What is it, Isaiah 14 and 27? Oh, it's a lot. St. John 14, the water. Oh, you got that?
Well, that would be
It's a lot. It's a lot. St. John, the water. St. John 14 and 27. You know, peace I leave with you.
Right. By peace I live.
So, like you said, it begins. It already has begun right now. We in that because everything is a process. Go ahead.
If I may, that's a great point. Something to think about. Peace I live with you. Right? Yahawashi. Remember, Yahawashi left money, left the talents. Scripture say money is a defense. So this peace is likened to money. That's the talent that the Lord left. See? Come on.
Verse 4, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? Okay, I'm gonna start at the top. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. I brought it out while the elder was going into how Eleazar found it an opportunity to go and slay, right? Well, that's like in the Esau trying to fight the Lord when he comes back.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
You basically had so many wins that it done got to your head. And now you,
Pride of thine heart has deceived. Damn.
The Lord gave him those wins. That's what the scripture say, the battle is the Lord's. So the Lord gave that nigga those wins. He could look back, you know. Normandy, we invaded, you know.
oh, D-Day was,
D-Day,
was like 2 days ago?
Yeah, I was kind of binge watching a lot of that D-Day shit. Yeah, they're going to storytelling, Roosevelt. But they said that nigga fought on D-Day with a cane. Yeah. I don't know if they add to the lore, you know, because that was Egu. They'll push and pump up those figures, and they'll somewhat they'll deify them, right? Yeah, it said motherfucking Teddy Roosevelt was on the cane with D-Day, man, on the beach. the shores of Normandy.
You go watch Star Trek. That's what the Klingons do.
Yeah,
They
true.
just boost up the story.
Right, they boost up the story,
You
yeah.
kill 2 people, they say you killed 25.
Yeah.
Psalms chapter 50 and verse 21. These things have I done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was
Right. The Lord said he kept silence. Really, because when you think about this time, people don't believe. Like when we tell them, look, the God of the Bible about to raise up, they think that that's not a reality because the Lord really kept silent. Matter of fact, somebody go to Psalm 78 and I believe like 65. Because the Lord said he kept silent, man. That's really likened to when you sleep. When you sleep, you ain't active. But we know the Lord don't sleep, but that's the perception. So when you're silent, right, you come in the house, the kids sleep, you don't hear they ain't no activity, they sleep. You got this one?
I got it.
Oh, well,
No, they got it.
This is Psalm 78, verse 65. It say, then the Lord awakened as one out of sleep.
see, the Lord awakened out of one out of sleep, man. That's the time we're in. And how has this been played out? Through the prophets. See? What?
And like a mighty man that shouted by reason of wine.
See, like a mighty man that shouted by reason of wine. How is that played out in this realm? Through us. We shouting aloud by reason of this doctrine. Wine. This has made us, all you want to do is drink wine and read the Bible. Hey, 'cause when you drink wine, you first of all, you bold. That somebody drink, they call it courage juice.
That's it.
Liquid courage.
Courage.
They stood up on their feet and boldly. Right, so that's this wine. We consume this wine, we out here cussing out. Oh, that's
it.
right? Like these guys crazy, man. You coming up against this machine, which is the beast. That's because we drunk that courage juice. See, read that again.
It says, then the Lord awakened as one out of sleep, and like a mighty man that shouted by reason of wine.
See that? Matter of fact, continue.
And he smote his enemies in the hinder part.
In the hinder part. So the enemies is all the nations, but who is the hindermost? Give me Jeremiah 50. I believe it started like 8. Yeah, come on.
Jeremiah 4 and verse 6, it says, set up the standard towards Zion, retire, stay not, for I will bring evil from the north and a great destruction. The lion is come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. He is gone forth from his place to make thy land desolate, and the city shall be laid waste without an inhabitant.
That's it, man. With physically that happened with was it Nebuchadnezzar? But spiritually, who that happening with? That's Yahawashi, man. Right? Because at the visitation of the Lord, this place is going to be left for complete desolation. Because even when you read Isaiah 63, it tells you how Yahawashi coming up out of Basra, drenched in blood. That's a vivid, right? That's like Jason, you know? That adds to the lure. You see those, right? You see those, you see those boogeymen? What adds to their lure is that blood drenched, right? He come, you know, dragging one foot, blood everywhere. That attire. But that lets you know that guy there is about it. He already done fucked some people up. Right? So that's how the Lord gonna raise up out of here as the triumph, the valiant king of Israel and hero of the nation of Israel. Nobody gonna triumph after that. See? You got him about it, right? That's a guy, you know, he got shot 14 times before. He's like, well, hold up, you know what? I think this guy, you know, he might do something.
Yeah.
God tell.
Oh, that's one of the reasons why King David was last scoring, because he was fresh. He, you know, he ain't had no scars, you know. Is it, let's speak about the hindermost part. Is it Jeremiah 50? Right.
Yeah, Khan.
Okay, before you go to, start at the 10th verse.
Khan. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 10, it reads, "And Chaldea shall be a spoil, and all that spoil her shall be satisfied."
Yeah, that's dealing with America, man. You can't tell me that's not talking about America. Because everybody want to see that proud champion lose.
Right. Right.
You know? That's just like, for an example, brothers from Alabama, right? We know that firsthand with the Alabama Crimson Tide. You know anything about football, right? They dominate the college landscape. Everybody be against them. And when they fall, it's like, man, yeah, man. It's lost, man.
Got it this year.
Right, yeah. See, they root for anybody. Everybody who got a lick in on them, they satisfied, man. They lost. They went sick. They season. A nigga, you a Kentucky fan. Your season ended at 7-5, but you satisfied with Bama lose. Right? That's how the world gonna be. This nigga been dominating, been somewhat of a dynasty. See? Read that again.
It says it, "And Chaldea shall be a spoil, and all that spoil her shall be satisfied. Said the Lord, Yahawashi, because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced. Oh, ye destroyers of my inheritance."
See, they destroyed. They rejoiced ever. Like we mentioned, two sides of the coin. Right? You need us to be at the bottom for you to be on top. So them devils rejoice at our fault even to this day. See? Go ahead.
It says, "Because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass, and bellow as bulls, your mother shall be sore confounded.
That's dealing with Britain. Go ahead.
She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations
See, the hindermost of the nations. Go ahead.
shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert."
Right, because them missiles gonna be so heavy that fire, it's gonna be so much heat to where it's gonna turn you into dust. Yeah, this place is gonna be dry, man. Right, real quick. See what that word hindermost gives you. And we got. You got something? You got something?
Yeah.
We can go back to that. What's that? What that was? Psalms 78. Matter of fact, you don't be back a hold here. 65. And not to mention, you can't forget about that brand of fire in the Lord, but Yahawashi. See?
2 Peter 3:11 said, "Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be? All holy conversation and godliness." Dissolve. Dissolve is on. Yeah, when that nuclear, that's all I'll say about that. When that nuclear blast, they say it's 100 times or 10,000 times the amount of heat that the core of the sun has. So they done devised the instrument that they created to destroy, to waste it. It can burn up everything, man. Everything, and it just dissolves things. Think about metal being dissolved, liquefying. Think about all the elements you see here being on fire, but dissolving, leaving an ash that leaves nothing but a desert for Babylon. So,
About burning pitch.
And if I made it, scripture said, because you rejoiced over my heritage, right? Really, when you go into the nuts and bolts of it, it's for Israel. And it show you how much the Lord loves you. The Lord willing to have World War III for our sake.
That's it.
Right? The Lord going, that's because somebody said, man, you overreacting. That's like an overreaction, man. Right? You handle Israel like that, the Lord, someone praying World War III, goddamn.
Right.
Destroy the whole goddamn land right now, you know?
That's it. Like I said, Esau have I loved.
Jacob have I loved.
Jacob have I
Oh,
loved.
the Lord said, and Jacob said, how did you love us? So
Right.
Then he went right into it.
Right into it.
Right? He said, wherein hast thou loved us? And he went right into it, Jacob. So they let you know, I'm going to show you how much I love
I'll show
you.
you. That's it.
I'm going to blow up the whole goddamn country.
Right.
That's how much the Lord loves you, man. Right? I'm gonna take out the whole goddamn country. Like that's overreacting if you ever heard of such a thing in a way. Like the scripture say, like we were just saying, wherein has thou loved us? And he went right into it. Jacob, I'm gonna show you how much I love you. I'm gonna take the whole America and turn it to a desolation. I'm gonna have a global war to get back at the nation for what they did to my elect, man. Which is Israel as a whole, but the favor of the Lord is manifest through the elect of that elect nation. See? So the Lord goes, like, that's so, like, you know, a woman said, look, I wouldn't do that if I was you. My boyfriend is crazy. He'll come and tear this motherfucker up. So, right, yeah.
Did it before and Noah's flood.
Yeah.
Killed many just to save a few.
Oh, the Lord said, I gave lives as ransom for your sake. I gave your other men as ransom. Yeah, come on.
Isaiah 43:4. Since thou was precious in my sight, thou hast been honorable. I have loved thee, therefore will I give men for thee.
See, I'm going to destroy this motherfucker, man. Because I love you. Right?
And people for thy life.
And people for thy life. So they got to die while we get taken up to the Lord, man. So let's show you how much the Lord loved Israel. I'm going to destroy goddamn America over this controversy. Right?
I got a quick precept for you.
Come on.
In Deuteronomy 32 and 8:28. But they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. Oh, that they were wise, that they understood this, that they would consider their latter end. Going into the hindermost, we're going into the ending of the thing. Better is the ending of the thing than the beginning thereof.
Right.
Where are we at? The end. So what's going to happen? The Most High going to persecute his enemies. Who is he chosen as his enemy? His number one enemy? Esau is. Who nation, who country we in right now? Esau country. Well, he done made that happen when he took down the natives, man. The Israelites, the people on his son, man. Which happen to be our people. Issachar. He done moved everybody out the way just to make this his country. But now the Lord's vengeance is upon you for that blood you shed.
Right. I'm gonna say, nobody gonna have. I'm gonna tear this motherfucker, you know what I mean? And them devils, you go up to Whole Foods or something, they look at you like, why you in here, you know? Fucker, this ain't your land, man. Hey, Bob, whenever you good, yeah, we about to close, man. I was gonna tell you, don't worry about it. So like, yeah. Devils looking at it like, what are you doing in this neighborhood? Fuck it. This is our land.
I got something. This is Isaiah 34. I start at verse 6. It says, the sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys and rams. For the Lord have a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Adumia. I made, and them lambs and goats is you people, man.
Right.
You know, and Basra is America, Babylon the Great. It says, and the unicorn shall come down with them.
If I may, right, just quick note, America's obese. Like,
God. I think I got a screenshot or something too. Like,
okay, yeah, if you can bring it up, right? They're made fat. These are clues that we look at and we can use that to point to this place. They're obese over in America, right? Like a baby. I was looking at the day through the spirit. It's this baby. They thought he was 6 months. He really was like 2 months. He was so big and fat, you know? Yeah. Like, come on.
God, yeah, it was just
Yeah, you wanna say
God.
that? Yeah, you got McDonald's, right? And these niggas eat cereal and drink milk.
He said Cookie Crisp.
If you want to kill, you know what? That's an offense to us. Because scripture refers to Esau as children. We trying to handle business up there, y'all children, you know? The nigga 42 taking the bowl, right? You know how nigga eat food, drinking milk, man. He got the game home.
Slurping.
Yeah.
And you know a nigga mixed 2 cereals,
Oh,
Fruity Pebbles and
Cookie crisp.
yeah.
oh, niggas are taking care. I didn't even know that. That's something new right there. I didn't think.
Serious.
Yeah, but you can see that, yeah. Nigga missed, yeah, Fruity Pebbles with the chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They on the level, they gonna put almond milk in.
Hey, I was just thinking about that. I said, you know, I was just thinking about that. No lie, I want some almond milk. I was just gonna say that.
2% fat almond milk.
Yeah,
Nigga
man.
deep.
Oh, he
Nigga,
deep.
yeah, nigga got some frosted flakes.
Right.
Nigga feeling himself, yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about again,
Captain Crunch.
your community.
Yeah.
It's still a prize in the box.
Oh, you know, that nigga reading the box.
I think across the bar with it today, but that's all premier.
Yeah,
Yeah, PR.
God.
Nigga actually, yeah, nigga paying attention to the prize.
So that's it. Yeah.
Nigga licking
Yeah,
at him
trying
and
to get
shit.
to the bottom.
There's a Rubik's Cube. Go shoot a scene, man. Yeah,
They shot one down and
Yeah, then it came back.
How
Yeah,
we get
man.
you jogging?
it says, this is Isaiah 34:7. It says, and the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. Or it talks about how the blood should come up to the horse's
To the horse
bridle.
bridle.
So pretty much, you here in America, you're gonna die, man. You know, that's why we hope, you know, to be kept.
Right.
Because, you know, being this land, you know, here Babylon the Great, either you're going to be delivered or destroyed. It says, for it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompense is for the controversy of Zion. it's going back. The Lord did that for the controversy of Zion. The Lord is bringing forth that justice upon Edom, man. You know?
And it really did. All it took was the special spirits that
Yeah,
continued.
God.
These 2 thirds were making great points against me. I want to go in, I want to, you know, stand in line. I don't want to be lynched, stunning. You know, they were making great points. But the Lord moving on our cry. Right? The scripture says the prayer of the humble clears the clouds. So the Lord said on with the controversy of Zion, he gonna burn. So now things is happening. Things is getting done now. Out of all these 100 years, you niggas bullshit over in America, nothing was getting done. But now the Lord raised up the prophet. Now the momentum moving towards the destruction of America. You see Putin, everybody hyped up with the missiles. The stage is set. Putin sending out death threats. Right? So that's over the controversy of Zion, man. So the Lord gonna show how much He loves us by just burning this whole shit up. Because who really hate this place? We do. So that was it. We can go back to that Psalm 78. We close that out.
Psalm 78 and verse 65. Then the Lord awakened as one out of sleep, and like a mighty man that shadowed by reason of wine. And he smote his enemies in the hinder parts.
See, his enemies, all of them, but he gonna smoke his enemies. Not if it's one enemy, then you know, like you could picture somebody kicking somebody in the head, the hinder part, tell them to get out of here. But his enemies in the hinder parts mean that succession of enemies, but he's gonna visit them here at the end. Matter of fact, click on that word hindermost right there. Go to the shop.
Alright. This word hindermost in Jeremiah 50. Is the word hindermost, strong H, 319. It reads after part and
The end. So the Lord gonna get all of his enemies in the end. Who will be on top at the end? Read 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. Esau is the end of the world. See? Well,
he says event, latter time, prophetic for future time.
it's like read up on
Read it
this.
slide. It says latter time, prophetic for future time.
See, prophetic for future time. So when the Lord said, smote all our enemies in the hindermost, Lord, yeah, he already got Pharaoh. He already got all these different kingdoms. job is not done. The story is not over. The build up to the Lord's visitation is taking down Esau. See? Is there more on that?
That was it on
mouthful,
that.
right?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
it on that. Yeah.
See? So, come on, let's read that again.
Con. He smote his enemies in the hinder part. He put them to a perpetual reproach.
See, a perpetual reproach. See, because the symbol of America, the symbol of Esau's triumph is really America. That's why it says the horse that sitteth upon the scarlet colored beast. So the trophy of Esau is America, man. That's why you'll hear these devils. And I just heard it. It went even 72 hours ago. It was this guy complaining about the new sports, the reality of sports, college. They paying these athletes, get the NIL, yep. And the guy said, look, man, this is a bad look. You know, America teach you to earn it. He said, we got the best military, we got the best this, the best that, and it's all talked to. It wasn't given to us, we had to take, you know? So that's the mindset of these Americans, man. These red-blooded fucking Chaldeans, right? And even a lot of these Israelites, they trust in this broken reed. You see? So these devils in their outlook on things is that, look, we the greatest. We the lady of all kingdoms. We the cream of the crop, the creme de la creme. And what proves that is our track record. Look at the nations we toppled. Look at the regimes we took down. See? Oh, look, we got Israel over here. We got these niggas in the region. We can't even stop. See? So the Lord is going to make them a perpetual disgrace by taking down the very thing that they glory in. And it's not like the Lord going to just make it vanish. It's going to be, matter of fact, can we get that? They all say hiss. Be careful. Be careful with that. I don't want to spend too much time on that at all. Look up that word hiss. Do that real quick. Yeah, because the Lord going to leave it as a memorial of how not to play with Yahawah and Yahawashi. Hey, because at that time, it's not going to be in the secret no more. Because remember, it's going to be the aftermath of Yahawashi returning. You know, it's going to be televised when you really go into it. That's another reason for these cameras and laptops and phones, because they're going to actually record the destruction of America. So they're going to see Yahawashi too. You know? And it's not going to be a mystery anymore. We're going to have, that's why the scripture said we no longer teach your name. We're not going to be saying, hey, the nation's going to know about Yahawashi, Yahawashi, the host of heavens. They're going to know about these things, man. See?
Jeremiah 50, verse 13, it said, because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited.
See, the Lord going to destroy this place, man. What?
It says, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished.
It's going to be an exhibition. And like we go into, we believe through the Spirit, just speaking, right? Through the Spirit, that smell that go up. But see, right now there's a stench coming out of here. But when the destruction, those missiles, we believe that's going to be like a big incense. It's going to be a sweet smell in the earth, man. Hey, man, I believe that in the Spirit, bro. I really do.
Right.
You know, you're an Indian.
Yeah.
I never smelled this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of, even at churches smell a certain type of way. They get to know, like,
Yeah.
yeah, you know, there's a lot of certain woods over here with these trees, and evergreens, and cedars in California. It's a lot of things we burnt up.
Bodies
and
are wicked.
Right. Yeah, because even the body, all this, everything, because you know, you think if you burn up plastic and all that, they give out a back. But yeah, I believe all those ingredients, all that together.
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Yeah, McDonald's, all that shit gonna come out to the beauty. When that shit destroyed,
Yeah.
that smell gonna be beautiful, man. Come on.
says,
Because it say that stench, I mean, it's like the smoke gonna ascend forever and ever, meaning a very, very, very long time.
Exactly. Thoroughly burned.
Right, right. And you gonna hear it?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, the sacrifices always had to be some type of sweet smell
Yeah.
anyway.
Sweet savor. Sweet savor.
So that's it. That's the answer. This is also right.
I definitely say that. We know America is a huge altar. Just for the city.
Gonna be a sweet smell.
God, it says, everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and shall hiss at all her plagues.
Right. They're gonna be taken by all her plagues. So that proves right there that it's not gonna be some secret. No, the Lord gonna make a splash, man. See? And it's gonna capture the attention of everybody. Right. See? And then we're gonna move into another scene. By the curtain closed.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Encore.
Encore. And the scene gonna go right into America. I mean, Salakia, the kingdom of heaven. And it's gonna be an afterthought. Out of all the turmoil and torment you had to go through here, the misfortunes, the calamities.
Yep.
Yeah. Come on, you got it.
I'll mention that hiss. Job 18:20, it says, they that come after him shall be astonished at his day, as they that went before were affrighted. Surely such are the dwellings of the wicked, and this is the place of him that knoweth not the Most High. So this place is going to be served as an example, man. What the Lord going to do to this place is going to be the Lord going to make this judgment very dramatic, man. Even like you said, even when the smoke cleared and dust settled, so to speak, it's gonna be desert creatures and shit here, man. It's gonna be an eerie sight, you know. But it's gonna be a reminder of walking the way Esau walked. That's gonna be the results of it, man. You know. But that's it.
Hey, that sense of smell is tied in to memory. It's a stronger sense. So shit, it gotta have us to remember it constantly. You gotta have it. Well, that smells like when Babylon burned.
That's what they say. You smell it. You remember people more so by the smell. I don't know if you saw that. You remember someone more so by the smell. Even the look. That's it.
You smell that scent years later.
Yeah.
You can snap right back to that moment.
That's crazy.
And that's just how when you first smell something, like you said, it's locked in your memory. And you might smell it, you might not smell it no more. You can be far off from it, like you said. You don't even see it. You be like, oh shit, that smells like a dead body. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh yeah. It's a discerner.
It's a discerner.
Like sniff you out.
Sniff you.
Sniff you out, you know. Yeah, so that's heavy, man. That's a great point with the elder made, man. It's going to contribute to that memorial of the work of the Lord, man. And there's no coincidence why the Lord said this would be an altar and a great sacrifice involved. That smell going to go up, man. It's going to be, you know how they say music to your ears, so to speak? Well, in this case, yeah, to your nose, you know. So, anything else? Hey, so with that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahawah, by Sham, Yahawashi, by Sham, Qadash.
Double honors to our teachers, the head apostles, the elders, the great millstones. Shalom to the fellow laborers out there, and as always, believers. To the next time, shalom.
Shalom.
Oh, I count.